All right, so welcome back everybody to tonight's episode of Dark Heresy. Running through Tattered Fates again this evening, and last we left the party, everyone was gearing up to totally run into a battle with a giant flesh monster, right, guys? Yeah, that was pretty much what we all signed up to do. I'm sure I certainly did as the giant flesh monster. Um, Yes, so last time the Acolytes went to the Spider Bride's lair, where they found out that the present they were supposed to deliver from Papa Grist popped out. It was an Inferno pistol, and it said, shoot her. They opted not to do that, so it blew up. But fortunately, it blew up very poorly, and everyone was fine. She has now sent them back the opposite direction with a present of her own. And on the way, they ran into a street preacher who was proselytizing, extolling the virtues of the Emperor and how bad everything is in Zykarf as it stands. During that, the mob, the revelers, they didn't really take much to that, so a riot started, and as the Acolytes approached and began to actually extract the street preacher, a giant monster of sorts loomed its way out of the hive and began wantonly, brazenly, just whopping people in different directions. And that's where we are now. So, if everyone's ready, I think it's a great time, since we didn't do it last time, it's a great time to roll initiative.
But it was beelining straight for the priest.
Well, sure, but it has to do it in a turn order, right? So.
Could you refresh me on where I was? Did I make it up the wall? I was going to climb back up the wall.
You did. You're right by the priest.
You had just climbed down next to the priest and attempted to put a bomb collar on his neck. It missed and snapped shut and locked, so you would have to work on unlocking it for a little bit or whatever else you want to do.
But after that, I didn't go up or anything? I'm still down there at the base?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And I believe Tib also, did Tib arrive? That was the one part I couldn't remember.
We were, like the most of us, we were in the middle of a crowd, not exactly there.
Yep, so Bartleby, Tib, and Hermione, who has suddenly turned back into Jace. We'll just do a quick switcheroo since Hermione's player wasn't available today.
The Emperor plucks him out of existence and places Jace in his place.
Now the crowd jostles, and where once Hermione stood, now Jace stands. Just this kind of milling press just pushed everyone around. So now we'll do some initiative, and that's fine.
I gotta commend you on your use of adjectives. I think wantonly coming through the crowd is very much that's the 40k way, I think.
Well, I mean, he's it's about 10 foot tall, maybe 12 foot tall. It kind of varies as it's kind of hunched over, so if it drew itself up to its full height, it's probably closer to 14, 15 even. It's very, very big, very meaty, and kind of slimy, fleshy looking as well. It's very unpleasant.
Can be wanton.
And if I wanted to do brazen, wanton, yeah, it's just
brazen and wanton.
With complete abandon, right?
Nice.
So if it wanted to consider the crowd, it could, but it's not. It's mostly just get out of my way, get out of my way.
1d10 plus 4.
I can appreciate good adjectives. I like those. Good. I salute you. Just remember that when it decides who to attack, don't kill the guy that likes your adjectives.
I got a 6.
Plus your agility bonus?
That's 6.
Gotcha. Well, we can do that, don't worry. And what is your agility bonus?
It's 40.
Okay, a bonus is just the 10th digit, but it's 4, so that's good, because that's better than the monster, so.
I can't select my token to roll initiative with.
Yeah, you gotta select them on the game map. I had that problem too.
Yeah.
Where's your guy? He's in the
Octuses doesn't like him, so.
Oh, there he goes. I can select it now.
If I remember, the shotgun came with ammo, right? Like one full clip.
Man, I gotta change the color of those rolls. I cannot see them.
Yeah, I mean, you could definitely have purchased more if you did back earlier, because shotgun shells aren't incredibly expensive.
I have plenty of shells. It's just that I came with a full clip when I got it, right?
Sure. Magazine. I'm sure Dark Heresy calls it a clip because, you know, the
I mean,
English.
it's two different names: clip, magazine.
Well, a clip actually holds the bullets and then is inserted into an end block magazine, and a magazine is an external thing that holds the bullets that is also removed and helps with the feeding mechanism and things like that. So,
But technically, be clip considered
nerd,
slang
gun
and
nerd.
also a term?
I take back everything I said about you.
I'm a bit of a gun nerd, so
Yeah. America.
in this case, I believe.
Do you have a gun?
No, I don't have a gun.
You shame me as a fellow American.
He says that as he owns more than one gun.
Well, that's
You
surprising.
shame America. So you dare look at Lady Liberty and tell her you don't have a gun.
I don't own a gun.
So I
Well,
can
that's
go
fine.
get some clips and magazine, but that's not your
Print them off.
Either way, you have one bullet holder, if that helps.
Bullet holder.
Or bullet holder.
I'm gonna call it the bullet bucket.
Yeah, it helps. It helps just gently lift the bullets, or the shells in this case, with the shotgun. If we're gonna be more pedantic, because why not?
Bonus man, you own a gun? You own a rifle of some kind?
No, because for different reasons I tried getting it, but I can't because of my living situation.
Okay.
Yeah, but either way, so there's a big giant flesh monster. I think everyone has successfully rolled initiative now, which brings us to this Arvides person who doesn't go away.
It's not on the initiative.
I see Tib.
Oh boy. Gotta start quickly reviewing combat.
That's immediately what I did during the gun challenge.
I'm like, Jade's Tib,
Should be
Severus.
here.
Tib is this
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're good. Severus, you are the most quick to react with your speedy mental brain, metal brain. And typically, again, this thing's big and scary, and I would do a fear check, but fear checks in the system are horrible. We've already done like 3 of those, and I don't want to just totally move this encounter. So,
Neuter a character.
yeah,
okay.
it's unpleasant, and I don't like it.
I remember it's nasty. Is there a delay or a hold action or something like that?
There is. It's really not at all like it is in Dungeons and
What's it-
Dragons.
What's it called? What's the action?
I hate trying to remember everything. Like, where are the actions?
Yeah, I'm looking on page 192. Those are move actions. Ready, reload, miscellaneous actions. Delay. There it is.
There you go.
Delay. When you see a delay, when you use a delay, your turn ends immediately. You remove. You reserve a half action for later. Yeah. Okay.
Yep, so
just
it's
gonna-
only a half action.
Only a half action.
Which is kind of, again, from an action economy standpoint, pretty bad. But you know, it exists.
Oh, okay. Let me ask you this: the way the tokens are set up on the map right now, is that how it looks? Is that really how it is?
It's kind of an abstraction because you guys are really like in the middle of the mob, and then Octus is over at the side of the mob. So I'm trying to like get enough room to actually move people. So Octus made his way over there. Obviously, you guys are kind of in the middle here. If we just do some quick shing around, and I'll just put Hermione off in the corner because saves us.
Yeah. If I'm on that side, you know what? I'm gonna move.
But again, this is
Oh, okay. If it's
like I said, I'm trying to. It's more of an abstraction. I'm not doing a lot of like solid sight lines or distances right now, just because it's a lot of work. But you guys are kind of in the middle of this big thronging crowd. This was like almost like riot. It was a riot, and more people were pressing in, and it was getting bigger and kind of turning into a thing. And your team made a spearhead wedge with Hermione and Tib at the front, Shockmaul and Chloe clubbing everyone out of the way.
Electric
And you
staff.
made it about half of the way. Excuse me, electric staff. Electrostaffing everyone out of the way. So you made it about halfway into the crowd, which means there's probably about halfway of the crowd to in between you and the monsters. There's a decent amount of people.
Okay, so there's some bodies in between.
So
Okay.
I'm assuming they've lost.
Yeah, I'm gonna delay. I want to see what the heck my friends do and what this thing does.
You can also get some distance, but sure.
I trust you guys. You guys got this.
Just take
I was
care of
thinking
it.
of civilians.
You guys are gonna take care of
with
So that's what I'm doing. I'm delaying.
All right, Jace.
I'm gonna have a full action aim.
Okay, and you're aiming at the big monster.
Yep.
All right, Tiff.
I'm not on the option list, but I'm just gonna guess temporary. Does the monster seem more? Is the arbiter in front of the monster?
Again, this is kind of an abstraction, so you can imagine this milling press of bodies with an arbiter here, an arbiter there. There's not very many. It's at least 10 to 1 arbiters or you guys to just general crowd reveler people, and a few of the priest's followers kind of pressed back toward that wall at the back that you've been heading toward. So it's mostly just drunken rich people, their retinues, or drunken less wealthy people, just mostly drugged out.
What's my distance to the monster? Since it's on the board, this is just a reference image. Is he like a few dozen meters out?
It's probably like 100 feet or so, 30 odd meters, 35 odd meters.
That isn't a lot of distance between me and bopping distance, and I only have like 10 HP.
No, it's close, but again, there's a lot of stuff in between you and it, so it would have to definitely. It's not moving very quickly. It's definitely moving a lot quicker than anyone else would through this room. So.
Okay, I'm gonna take a shot at it. I'm gonna take an aim action, switch my gun to rate of fire 3, and I'm going to aim at the big old beast.
So you're aiming,
Yeah, I'm taking an aim.
so full action aim.
Well, I thought it was like a prep thing, like you prep then shoot and get +10.
There's a half action aim, which is a +10, and then there's a full action aim, which is a +20, and you have to use it your next turn. So aim, also half action aim, does the same thing. You can use it this turn or next turn, but it goes away after next turn if you don't.
Yeah, that's what I was planning on using.
Okay, so full action aim.
And I missed.
Oh, okay, you're attacking as well. And just semi-auto is a full action, so you can't take a half action aim and semi-auto, but
Okay, so
it's a 98, so that's actually going to be a jam.
wait, my gun is reliable, so I get to roll a d10, and only on a 10.
The shotgun's reliable?
Oh, the las rifle's reliable. Look it up real quick.
Well, yeah, it's a blast rifle, then it's definitely reliable. If it's a shotgun, it's not.
I don't know if I get
This guy
10.
knows his rules.
Nope, no
It's like,
jam,
oh.
just miss as normal.
So that's good. Reliable is really good because
Las
jamming in
weapons.
the system is very stupid. It makes you lose all the ammo in the magazine or the clip or whatever, which I don't do, but that's what.
Unless you got a tech priest. Tech priest
Yeah.
can do with some holy unguents and such.
Yeah,
Do some
just-
shit. I mean, I don't want
Splash
that.
it, just splash it on there. But yeah, okay. So half action aim, shoot, miss. It is just for your reference. I didn't know you were shooting, but it is hulking, so it's another +10 to hit. But a 98 will still miss that. So okay, the creature is going to do some things.
So you missed. We've only taken one shot at it. We've missed.
Let's see, I forget.
3 bad because of the D100 system.
Okay, yeah. So it just bonks a person out of the way and takes another few strides forward. Some people try to fight back at it. Most of them are trying to get out of the way. And it appears to be kind of charging towards where the people are reaching.
Okay, that's
So
good
it's
to know.
going from about 100 feet to let's say 90.
See, that's what we were waiting for. See what its target was.
My turn?
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm gonna talk to that priest. Oh, he's in my range, right?
Oh yeah. You tried to bomb collar him, but that didn't work, and then you said, "Let's run." He said, "I recall now." He said no, but it won't work.
I'm gonna go one last time, priest. You're gonna come with me, or you're gonna die by that beast, you fucker.
Jesus. You could have just told him, like, you can get the high ground to complete
Are you trying to intimidate him?
The left bomb
No,
never
tell him
hurts.
about the high ground he gives preach higher. Deceive him.
That is.
Yeah, okay, I'll intimidate him.
You get a bonus?
I only got 15 to intimidate, but you gonna give me a bonus?
I don't think you deserve one, honestly.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, you
It's
gotta
coming.
think,
There's
this,
a
yeah,
hulking-
this guy literally just last time was like, "No, we must fight for the Emperor." You know, like, I can't
Yeah, that was before Godzilla showed up.
Just tell him about the high ground and just say, yeah, let's shoot him from up above for a better vantage view, and you can also preach while shooting at it.
Well, I don't think it'll work anyways. I got 15, so but
Intimidation, it's more of
he's probably upset that I tried to put a collar around him. But here, let's go for it.
Yeah, it's mostly all of those things leading up.
Oh.
To it. Oh,
You did it.
okay.
Oh my
All right. Like I said, the dice speak.
The fickle gods.
Yeah.
Blessed by chaos.
He looks at you and he looks back at the big monster and he says, "Well, I suppose I won't do much good being splattered into paste by that large thing there. Oh, what do you propose?"
He's a Scotsman.
I throw up my hood. I throw up my hood. And then I take my cloak and I go in front of him towards the beast, and I go into the shadows to try to camouflage us both from the beast for this turn. And I use a concealment.
Yeah, you can try that. Yep. Do you have a camellia line cloak, perhaps?
No, I just got a 60 in concealment.
I mean, you can try climbing higher.
Well, 60 is pretty good, right? Might be able to do.
Theoretically. 15's pretty bad, though, so, you know, like, it's all over the place.
Okay, here we go. I feel good tonight. Yeah.
You're really doing great.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Oh yeah, 4 degrees of success.
Let me, give me a second to look up his perception. Because now that has become important. Very suddenly, and actually having a profile is relevant. Why you guys do this to me? I'll never
I honestly hope this stuns it, because
Like,
I'm
oh
surprised
shit, I didn't give it a
that
good
worked so
perception.
amazingly.
Oh gosh. It's like trying to search the.
When Omega puts that cloak on, it's like it's on, man. You know you're not gonna.
Okay, let's see.
It's like that Stallone where he turns his cap
No.
around. Like,
That's
Yeah, I guess I got to get a cloak of concealment, eh?
yeah,
Camellia
Camellia line, I
line.
think. Yeah,
It's very
he's
good.
pretty badass.
Yep. So no, it kind of seems to look around a little bit and just bop another person out of the way, and it's confused because where there once was a target, it's now kind of disappeared.
We're never going to hear the end of this from Octus.
The moment it appears that your gambit has been successful.
Yeah, let's see what the creature does now. Maybe he's programmed to kill anything now. He's just gonna go bananas.
I'm inclined to agree with Severus there. This is actually quite confusing for me too.
Is it back to me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I missed that. I'm just kind of staring
The
off
whole
into.
circle. Yeah.
Oh, the circle of life. Okay, I'm gonna try to shoot it.
Go for it.
I'm gonna try to shoot it with Are there's civilian? There are like people around it, right? Like within say 4 meters of the creature.
Well, it's technically in melee with some people, but it's also quite big, and you're very far away. So the angle is again. I'm still giving it +10 for shooting it right now, just because there's not much to get in your way.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot it with aluminum blast.
At 90 feet, which is some number from meters, 30.
Yeah, it's like 30 meters or so.
Is that the range of aluminum blast?
Oh, that's a good question. It's about 10
7
meters.
Yeah,
It's about
so,
10 meters. So I don't
so
think that's
about
gonna happen.
17.4 meters too far.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna move. Then it's way too far. I do have a las pistol, but I think that's just ridiculous.
That's like 30 meters range, I believe.
Yeah, it's got a range of extreme is range times 4.
Yeah, so it's in range. It's just times 3 it'd be long range. So -10 +10 it'd be a straight roll.
All right, you know what? That's what I'll do. My
Like a half action aim to give it a +10.
Wait,
no, I
so
already
how
used.
far
I
away
only
is
get
it?
half an action, right? So
But you
Oh,
also get
no.
another +10 for the hulking.
Oh, for your delay, you'd like
My
to
delay,
use your
that's
delay
right.
before your turn comes back up. Gotcha.
Ooh.
that's right. So it's just a straight up roll, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll pull out my las pistol and take a shot.
That's a miss.
No.
But hold on, doesn't he get another +10? Because,
No.
no, because it's hulking.
Yep.
Right.
But
Yeah,
it's
+10, -10.
far away. Yep. So that's a miss,
Oh.
and now it is your actual turn again, Severus.
All right, I'll take another shot,
Okay.
and then
Would
I'm
you like
gonna.
to? Would you like to aim or move?
Yeah, you know what? Let's aim. +10.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah.
You can do it.
I won't do it.
No, I cannot do
No. Pew pew. You
it. Pew pew.
fire twice at the beast, but it's like sweeping movements and attacks on things around it. They go wide. All right, Jace.
Okay, so total bonuses is it's a +10 to hit it because it's big, and then +20 for full action aim.
Right, and what weapon are you using?
Long lists.
And that's an accurate weapon, so you get another +10 for accurate because you aimed,
Oh boy.
which is 40.
Holy. It's awesome.
You know, and I have a ballistic skill of 50.
Yeah, it's guaranteed to hit, and it's like 1d10.
Well,
say guaranteed.
Yeah, oh, it's too late.
You're not
Too
cursed
late.
me like that.
man.
Cursed, yeah. Well, it was
Ah.
nice. It was nice while it lasted.
You jinxed it, man.
I blessed it. Holy odds. Come on, you're the mechanic, this guy. Roll those numbers. Come on, you got the dice.
I'm not a mechanic. What?
He's not a mechanic.
Talk about Bartably. You can do it. You can calculate those odds.
There you go. Good.
Okay, that's very good. So 6 degrees of success, and accurate gets an extra D10 for each 2 degrees of success, up to 2 additional. So you get 3D10 plus, I want to say 3, 1.
Yeah.
I can't remember long last.
So.
Wow, that is awesome.
That's the rule
Yeah,
for
accurate.
snipers.
Accurate weapons.
For accurate weapons.
basic- Yeah, accurate basic weapons.
We
It's
all
quite
need
good.
accurate
It gives them a little bit of some punching power. So yeah, body 3D10.
So roll 3d10s.
Ooh.
3 is 15.
15. Okay. So the long ledge shot flies out, very well placed, hits the creature in the center of the chest. It rocks back for a second, and then you see like the flowing goopy mass just seals right back up, like almost instantaneously.
So how far away am I from it now?
About 90 feet, 27 odd meters.
I would like to, as a half action, to move further away.
Sure, you can do that. So that puts you close to, I want to say, 30 meters now.
the distance is just gonna grow every.
Yeah, just like, let's back up a little bit. It's moving forward faster. But yeah, okay. Tim,
How close is it?
about 27 meters, 0.4, give or take.
I'm guessing it's moving at a rate of 3 meters per turn.
Oh, it's moving significantly faster than that.
You know what? I'm gonna back with Jace because I don't really have a lot of hit points right now, like 10 compared to his 18. But he could probably take 1 or 2 hits compared to how lucky he is, and he did a lot of damage. So I'm going to take my full move action, and I'm gonna move away from it, so I can get.
You could also run if you like to do that. Running decreases your chance of being shot, but does increase your chance of being hit in melee. So if any of the crowd revelers, I guess, decide to try to punch you, but if you're not actively fighting them, they seem to be mostly occupied.
And I'll like, hold on, can I? How far can I move? I do like a half move there, like.
Half move your agility bonus. Full move is your agility bonus times 2. Charge is agility bonus times 3. Run is agility bonus times 4.
Because I could do like a move and shoot. I can shoot and move. How far will I move if I do that?
Again, half action moves only your agility bonus in meters. So for you, I believe it'd be 4 meters.
Moving faster than that. You know, I'm gonna just do a running at the same distance as Jace, just away from it.
Well, Jace only moved half action, so he moved 3 meters. Meters back. 3 meters back.
I'm gonna do a running. I'm gonna try to get a more supportive shot at it. So yeah, I'm gonna run away from it, get a better position.
All right. So just keep track of where you're at because again, mostly abstracted here. And it is going to move forward again and make some punches at people in the crowd because it likes to do that. And this time, 2 of them just. You see 2 more people just fountain up into the air. One mostly totally crushed, and the other one just this like arm and head just go off into the distance.
Wait, does Romulus get a turn? Because he's with us.
He is, but he has not. He's just mostly trying to stay unnoticed at this time. Oh, that is quite a big thing there. I think I will. Yes, let's back up and take stock of this whole situation. Seems as if the little runabout man has salvaged the preacher up there. That's quite a good thing, yes.
You see Tim's running past him as he's doing that.
Yeah, it was okay, yeah. All right, Octus, what are you doing now?
I am looking around. What do I see with the creature? What's he doing?
It seems to still be kind of going back towards where you're at because that's the last place it saw its apparent target. So the target has disappeared and it was confused for a moment, but it's also like, well, I guess I'll kill everybody in between here and there, kill everybody there, and then kill everybody in a different direction.
So
At least that's what you can intimate from its current action.
I'm going to try and avoid the thing and go around and try and get back to the others if I can.
Yeah, so it's like kind of be raw because we have like colors.
You also have the priest with you in hiding. Wouldn't it be better if you try to sneak away out of the area and come back later once it leaves?
Also, just as a general, like, so the priest was up here at this wall area, so that's kind of where Octus are. The team is pushing through the crowd towards that, and the creature is pushing through the crowd, kind of this way, towards there. So the backwards direction back away from them is fairly free. There's some crowd and stuff you might have to maneuver through, but as far as giant hulking flesh monsters, there are none in that direction right now.
Well, I'm going to talk to the priest. Just be quiet, be easy, and let me lead the way.
All right. Okay. Seems as good a plan as any at this point.
And then I'm just going to try to maintain hidden so he doesn't see me and see if I can make it. Do I just make it, or do I need a roll or anything?
Because your concealment roll was so much better than its perception the last time, I'll give you a bonus turn this time.
Okay. That's all I'm doing then.
Okay. So just as a general like success failure, let's call it like 3 turns. You guys moving away, it not getting any closer or detecting his charge or anything like that, and you can slip away into the crowd. Does that seem sensible?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? We're gonna stand and we're gonna charge it now.
Oh, or do that. You can totally do that.
That's suicide.
Well, you go ahead. You go charge the thing.
Octus seems like he has his plan. Romulus likes that plan, but yeah, I guess the tech priest is having a sudden surge of,
Aneurysm.
you know,
Yeah, before you didn't want to fight it, now you do.
Some
it's
oil
got
went
too
up into his
much.
brain.
It's got too much flesh on it. He's like, no, we need to
Yeah.
replace. So
Yeah, I think I'm happy with GTFOing out of here.
okay, so yeah, Severus, what would you like to do?
GTFO.
All right, let's get a. I can't remember if it's athletics, if it exists in this game, or if it's just acrobatics, or strength if you have not, if you're just trying to bully your way through the crowd as before.
You actually think that a tech priest would have athletics, man? Come on. We don't have
Again,
time for such petty, gross displays.
well, I forget if. No, athletics is Dungeons and Dragons. I always get everything confused.
I don't even know what it would be.
I forget what the pulling or it's not wrangling, but that seems somewhat apt.
Whatever it is, I can guarantee you I don't have it. So I'll just roll strength.
Yeah, acrobatics is agility. I don't even know what the strength push through people skill is here.
Doesn't look like there is one, unless it's a
Oh.
trained skill.
Yeah, so let's just call it strength then. If you're gonna just push through, or acrobatics if you're going to, or agility, I guess. At a
Yeah.
minus, let's call it -10 for agility. That way, there's a bonus to having acrobatics, right?
Yeah, I don't have acrobatics, so
Okay, so
I roll
agility
my-
is at -10 or strength.
let's just do strength. It's 1 point higher than that way.
Well, there you go. That's statistically, it doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. You are completely trapped by the flow of bodies as the fight starts to dissolve and break down as more people realize what's happening and it's coming towards them. They start to all try to turn and run, which bumps into you, which bumps into them, and you've got this horrifying crowd press situation starting to develop, along with the horrifying thing pressing the crowd, right?
It's like about a football match, and the people are pushing everybody else, and they're
Yeah.
on the fence. It's just
Yeah,
bloody
and you're
mess.
trying to keep your footing, and it could go very badly very quickly, and it's claustrophobic and not comfortable. Severus doesn't care so much. Yeah, the Severus would probably be fine, honestly, in most cases, but everyone else might not be. So, so you.
I think the
push-
high rollers would actually be fine. No thanks.
Oh, well, actually, yeah.
the high rollers would
You
be fine.
definitely have a bonus to dealing with these problems if you're trying to run through. Jace, what would you like to do?
Half action aim and then shoot.
Okay, go for it. So that's +10 for half action aim, +10 for it being big, +10 for accurate and aiming.
God, that damage is amazing.
That's so again, one more bonus d6 for every 2 degrees of success, of which you scored 3, so you get 1 extra. Yeah, sorry, d10. So it's 2d10. That's a 6. So yeah, same kind of deal though. You shoot it and you see the blast go in, and this one doesn't seem to hurt it nearly as much, but it also fades away almost immediately. So Tim.
Tib is gonna do a burst round at the little bugger, big bugger.
Okay, so semi-auto, full auto. What kind of-
Semi-auto, which every degree of success is a hit.
Yeah, so semi-auto burst is a +10 to hit, and then it's got +10 for being hulking, so that's +20 to hit. You get extra hit for every 2 degrees of success on a semi-auto burst.
Sick. That's a full action.
Yep, it's a full action, and that's a miss. So your shots, again, as the crowd is starting, this fear is starting to develop in the crowd. They're jostling and pushing into you, and one of them bumps into your arm as you are pumping the trigger towards the large creature, and your shot is thrown wide.
Why does semi-auto suck so badly?
Well, again, semi-auto burst is kind of like you have a like, bam, 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 bam. So it's not as bullet spray as just full auto. So yeah, the creature is going to do the thing it does, which is just try to. Wow, it's actually starting to get stymied up by the crowd, and doesn't manage to kick anyone out of the way. So it doesn't make as good a progress this round as it has the last two.
Okay, Jace, you're the only hope. You're like Luke in Star Wars. You got that
All right.
sniper of hope there. Just take a full action aim. You can do the whole damage dealing shenanigans.
Well,
Would I do significantly better by doing more damage by half actioning than I would full actioning, delaying, taking 2 turns to shoot?
Yeah,
That's
theoretically,
against-
especially because you can get goofed by having a bad roll. So, Octus,
okay, so
continuing your sneaky sneak.
yeah, until I get him to a safe spot where I could tie him up.
Tie him up. Why are you tying him up?
Well,
But anyway.
if this guy's gonna fight the beast, then I'm not gonna let this guy
No,
go.
He seems mostly compliant at this point. He's like, he was full of vim and vigor, and then you you convinced him with your, what the fuck are you talking about? Why would we fight? Like, stop, come on, let's go, right? He's like, all right, okay. But at this point, yeah, if you're trying to sneak some more, let's do another concealment roll. I'll give you a +10 for the crowd kind of milling about near you or where you were. That's kind of helping to conceal your movements and distract from any errant if he pops up on accident.
Okay.
But if you roll poorly, I think then what's going to happen is the crowd bumps into you, right?
No.
Oh, that's terrible.
That's quite bad. So I will make a perception check. Or
It'd be funny if the creature fails like this badly. Oh.
It actually failed pretty badly, so that's 2 degrees of failure for Octus, and that is more than that for the creature. So even with you being jostled by the crowd and your position basically being given away, it's still thrown by how many people are moving and how quickly they are, and the flutter of your cloak and the stumbling to the ground and getting yourself back up and like ducking back into cover is hidden by even more people as they start to flee away from this thing. Which brings us back around to Cerberus.
I'm gonna try to GTFO again.
All right, same thing. Agility,
Yeah.
strength, do the thing, right?
Strength. He's gonna try to browbeat his way through it. No bonuses?
If you have command, you could potentially use that as well, just because that'd be fun. I don't know if tech priests get that, but it's another skill to throw out into the ether.
No, but could I send out can my servitor like snap at people and just like, it's a
Sure.
guardian servitor, right? So you could just like scalpel some people, like get the fuck
Yeah,
out of the way.
make me an attack roll with the servitor, and if you hit, I'll give you a +10. Right? I like to roll dice. We'll just let you roll about 10 different dice before it's said and done.
Okay, why? Oh, there we go. Oh, for Christ's sake. 62 and I failed.
No.
Hunt it like a
Nope.
pigskin.
Well, that was tech use. I was saying a weapon skill roll with the servitor, but either way, 82 is not going to do it.
Oh,
so.
maybe I should just re-roll it then.
No, it's okay. We'll keep the roll even though you did it wrong. So yeah, it's regular old strength.
Just regular old strength. Yeah. Okay. I'm not ready to shoot people in the crowd yet. We're not at that stage.
We're not there yet.
Oh,
Okay,
28. That's right. Oh man, you are not the strongest tech priest in the world.
No, man. I'm not a.
Hey,
Fail.
he's stronger than me by 2 points.
Oh gosh, you guys
That
gonna
is
hit
wild.
the gym after this.
Yeah, I gotta go to the gym.
You'd be lucky to hold up the weight.
Brother,
in
do
this
you
part.
lift?
Oh man.
What do you mean? I'm being successful in my thing.
Yeah.
Are
I need-
you?
I need some mechadendrites, man. Then I can become more confident.
Yeah, I need a utility mechadendrite.
That's right. Right now would be
I'll
perfect.
come out of the way. Just
Exactly.
do our cargo. All right, Jace. And I again ask, are you being successful? You're hitting, sure, and you're doing damage, but is it sticking?
I don't know.
Don't tell me it's regenerating.
It's not. It's not, guys. Like he's described it as, but it looks cool. I would just keep shooting because it looks cool, but it's not doing anything.
So that's a half action aim with it.
Yeah.
15.
Yep.
It just
Yeah.
looks cool.
So
Standing there
again,
shooting.
shot to the body. It blasts in, and the thing rocks back, and its face kind of turns into the crowd and seems to bore into Jace with
It's
this
not
horrible, angry look of 1,000 generations of torment.
Oh, Jesus.
And so Jace, I will ask Jace to make a fear check, as it has turned the full weight of its attention down on you.
And that's willpower?
That is a willpower check, yes.
I suck at these.
Yeah,
Does 40k have this game have regeneration?
they do.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's bad. That's quite bad.
We definitely
said
gonna
it
need to see
3
a priest
times.
after this.
I think the fear table is on page 232. It is.
Oh.
And then we need to go on the shock table. So roll a d100. 44 plus 60 is 64. The character's mind snaps and he becomes catatonic for roll a d5, please.
And the rest I do is
4 hours and may not be roused. The character gains roll a d10. 6 insanity points. So Jace looks at this thing as it turns its full attention on him, and he cannot bear the weight of the horrible creature that stares piercing gaze into his very soul. He sees into the mind of the warp or the warp thing that assails them now and realizes his folly, and his brain cannot handle it. He falls prone and is unrousable for the next 4 hours.
Oh. By the Emperor's light. That's not me saying that. That's somebody else.
No, yeah, the rest of the group, I mean, he's there, he shoots it, it looks good, and he just down, gone, right down into the ground. So someone might want to try to pick him back up.
Don't worry, Tib's on the case. Since it's my turn, Tib, as he's running, sees Jace make another successful shot. And he looks back, sees Tib fall down, and as the character rolls, no man left behind, and Jace is doing really good shots. Tib's really valuing it, putting a high value on his rescue. So he's like running right toward Jace like a madman, like punching any civilian. Let's just do this like a free thing as sort of flavor text. He sees a civilian gets right, knocks him out, and goes straight for him. This is a freebie, and attempts to pick him up and rescue him.
Yeah, make a strength check.
Oh, watch it. Tib's gonna be exactly like that one servitor where he kept slipping. My strength is 34, so I don't expect to get this on the first try.
There you go. Nope. Nope, it's fine. You the adrenaline hits as you see your fellow guardsmen go down, and you bull your way through the crowd and pick him up in a fireman's carry, grabbing his rifle, gear, everything. And I'm assuming start running in the opposite direction, or are you going?
Yeah, opposite direction. At this point, I did notice is that the creature is immune to conventional arms at this point.
It does appear to be way.
And seeing how it's going with the priest feels it's more of a spiritual factor. And honestly, I think this is like a reverse jinx for me, weirdly. So Tip's just gonna go evac the area.
Okay, yeah, you make okay progress, but again, with having to go back and forward, not super far away at this point. At which point the monster is going to again head towards the source of its torment, and it makes pretty good progress this time. It's probably only about 60 meters away. It really has started to just bludgeon vast waves of people out of the crowd. And so, Octus, it is back to you. One last concealment roll for all the marbles.
I believe you, Octus.
Okay, here we go.
And did I buy enough time?
No bonus, right? Just 60. Yep. Okay, here we go.
I think the creature is focused on both. Oh,
look at that! I feel 80.
Pretty bad. That's pretty bad. But it's okay. It's okay. You can still do worse.
No.
It did not do worse. So it something about the flow of the crowd as the creature wades back in, scanning desperately for its quarry. And again, Octus is just being buffeted by people going by and smashing into them, and the preacher is now yelling at them, back with you! Turn back and fight in the name of the Emperor! You know, and so he's back to Vim and Vinegar, pushing people back to fight, and it notices you again, so it's back on your tail. If you'd like to do anything else this turn.
Well,
So we need
still follow you, so you can just make a run for it at this point, since
we need 3 consecutive rounds of being able
Not
to.
necessarily. It just that would have ended it now. You are still moving with the press of the crowd, so.
okay, well, I'll just keep moving. I just hope he just doesn't single me out or anything.
I think you just did.
It's fairly singled you out, yes, but it's okay. Okay. Severus.
Yeah, we're gonna try again to. Hold on a second, I need to reload my Roll20. It's acting weird. I'm gonna try to run again. I'm gonna order Iago to clear the way.
Okay.
And get
Same
him to
thing, if you'd
snap
like
at people.
do like a weapon skill check, give you some assistance, that'd be fine.
Sure, I'd love to. Weapon skill.
Yeah.
Hey, it succeeded.
There you go. Take a plus 20. I'll give you plus 20. Why not? It's just a whirling dervish of scalpels and blades and knives and stuff. Just it's cutting mostly eyeballs. It's very violent. It was a little heretical, and some of that programming seems to have stuck.
Okay. 1 second. My silly character sheet gets like stuck on my cursor for some reason. It tries to keep it.
Name on it. Name on it.
Yeah, the machine spirits are not pleased. Okay, so sorry, we're doing strength now with what? Sorry.
It was a 20 because it's mostly it's clearing you a nice little hole.
Okay, if this doesn't work, we're going to more extreme measures. What did I roll? I can't even see that.
You rolled exactly a 48, so yeah, you move forward into the gap created by by Iago, and
Praise the Omnissiah.
Make very good progress.
I say a silent prayer to the Omnissiah. Thank you, Omnissiah.
And Severus is heading towards the blob?
No.
Everyone is running away now.
I'm running away, and you know what? This calls for a collect. This calls for an aphorism of the Omnissiah, and it's going to be, yeah. What is it? No, I'll find one. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. You should know this, but it's okay. Jace. You'll never make Magos at this rate.
What can I do?
Wait, I got it. No
What are you
task
gonna
that is
add?
easy is ever worthwhile.
He's catatonic, so.
Oh wait, never mind. I'm sorry. Jace is completely unconscious. Tib.
Tib is just gonna yell out to Romulus. He's like, "Get Severus. We're evacuating."
All right. Yes, shoulder in, man. And he bulls his way forward and doesn't. He's big and rotund, and he just jams into the people. He does not actually push them out of the way. He just kind of gets stuck in between the body.
Never mind. I'm probably looking at something else. Anyway, while he's doing that, I'm taking Jace out of the area to a more safer location, a bit more confined quarters the creature can't really follow.
That is a place to head to, but first you have to try to weave your way through the crowd with acrobatics or strength.
Basically, Tip has like a electric staff in one hand, and he's like, back.
Okay, you can do weapon skill as well. You can just bonk him with the electric staff. That's a good crowd clearing weapon.
And Tib isn't the high world. There's no bonus system moving through the crowd.
Oh man, so the only one who really could have easily gotten through the crowd just totally he's taking a nap. He's like, I think it's been a long couple of days and we have not rested enough. I'm just gonna do that now.
Yeah, Tib is like not hitting anybody. He's just basically pushing everyone with the non-shocking part of the staff. He's just saying, "Move out of my way, you fucking heretics."
I mean, again, one degree of failure. I think with you and Romulus and Severus all kind of pushing and poking and prodding together, I think that's fine. So you make normal progress. Again, with Severus and Iago and Tib and Romulus all kind of pushing and smacking and cutting their way through the crowd, you are clearing enough of a path to maneuver forward fairly well. So the creature is going to try to do the same thing. And again, really getting stymied by this crowd, so it is lagging very far behind at this point. One more good turn, and you guys can probably break free out of the press, and it'll just be quagmired to the point that you can escape. So, Octus.
So have I caught up to my party yet?
You're ahead. You actually were kind of on the side of the crowd and have almost completely gotten out of it. You just have one kind of like you're just gonna stab everybody out of the way or push them out of the way, jump over them, any of those things.
Can I talk to my party?
You can yell
Did
over
you
it.
guys get some comm beads at some point? Was that on the
Not
purchase list?
No, but they're not close enough
Oh,
then,
did not to do that.
Gonna get some.
so I can't scream. Okay, no problem. Or maybe I'll scream. You sure you guys don't want to go kick this thing's ass before we get out of here?
Basically, you hear Tip screaming, "Back, you fucking heretic! Heresy has no fucking logic. Move it!"
Call me a heretic. Fuck the Empire.
What?
Oh, God. Oh, no. The priest would take offense to that.
I think the entire party took offense to that.
Yeah, let's pretend we can't hear it, and Tips is like, "What? I can't hear you."
Dan's not here, so he didn't hear that.
Okay, hold on. How do you think I'm calling you a heretic? I'm like, in the context I'm saying, "Back, you effing heretic," which is probably people in front of me. So I don't get how you think I'm calling you a heretic.
Well, yeah, Octus' backstory, he's just sour at the Emperor because he had a hard life. So, and so I'm just gonna keep going then. I'm out of there. Just keep.
Okay. Yeah, just like I said, last thing, make a acrobatics or athletics -10 or a strength check or some other potential if you have another skill you'd like to use to try to, again, if you're just going to kill everybody in your way, you can do weapon skill or ballistic skill to just guns blazing. Potentially intimidate if you're going to yell at the, it just depends on how you want to approach it.
Could I dodge around him?
Again, that's more acrobatics for this.
And then is Octus a high roller too? I thought we were both high rollers.
Is Octus high roller?
I don't see. Yeah, I'm a high worlder. Yeah.
So
Okay,
you should have a trait that makes it.
Yeah, it says accustomed to crowds. Page
Yeah,
17.
what's that?
Oh, I didn't open my book. Anybody know it?
That's okay.
Page 17.
Yeah, I'm pulling it out. Just 1 second. Custom to crowds. Crowds do not count as difficult terrain when running or track. No, just healthy to keep their feet when running or track. Yeah, so no, you're fine. Honestly, you just kind of roll through it without any issue. You deftly weave your way, even I don't want to say encumbered, but even while dragging the priest along by the hem of his robe, if you will, you skate around the edge of the crowd and make your way down a side alley or wherever you'd like to go from there.
Just go down the alley. I'll try to get the guy's attention to let him know where I'm going, if I can.
Yeah, you can hang out for a little bit as they kind of break their way out and try to get them to come down your way. It again, once you're out of this plaza you were in, it breaks up a lot more into back into the more maze-like warrens of this area. It seems to be kind of devoted to some shrine-ish stuff, some places of worship, but then it dissolves back into the rest of Zygarf of bordellos and gambling dens and all that fun stuff that they like in the Pleasure City. And that being said, it's the top of the round. I'm going to take a quick 5, and we will be back at 11:05.
You should take the priest to the bordello.
You almost certainly have some kind of mental trauma. Excuse me. It's called mental trauma. It's in the core book. Yep. And you need to make a willpower test, I believe, or you get some mental trauma. But we can do that as we go. So, Severus, what would you like to do, Mr. Metal Man?
Are we in the clear now?
You still, like I said, I'm kind of using a little bit of a, I don't want to say modified, but it really is more based on like the Call of Cthulhu pursuit mechanics. So you guys really only need one more success to break the pursuit by virtue of it's not making very good progress where it should be in the crowd.
Okay, so we're still fighting with the crowd. Is that the?
Yeah, you still have to like bust out of the crowd, but at this point, I will say it's starting to thin somewhat, just because you're moving much faster than them and kicking them away. So I'll give you a +10 to whatever other things that you work out.
You know what? I'll get a Iago again if I can to slash at people if that prods them with his little monoblade.
That's a pretty normal thing to do.
So that would be weapon skill to see if he.
Yep, for his weapon skill.
Okay, so he's kind of lazily kind of missing and.
Yeah, well, also they're just they're shrinking back from him, and it's kind of pushing them back around towards you.
Okay, so now it's just a strength check to push my way through, push my way onward.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a bonus now because it's a little bit more thinned out?
Yeah, like I said, +10.
Okay, here we go. No, I got backwards.
Yeah, so you're not making much progress, but we can certainly see if Jace and Romulus, maybe Romulus also not having a good time. Still kind of wedged with his round body in the crowd. So Jace, it's up to you.
That's up to me.
I'm taking a nap.
Sorry, Tib, excuse me. I don't know why I get the two. It's because they're both.
Tib,
both of the like tones are like.
They're one syllable.
Like, well, no, it's like a mud tone and like the sepia, like orange, and the colors just give them Jace's hood and Tim's background and armor color are the same, so they're just the same person in my mind.
Oh, I get their names confused because they're like one syllable, just like.
Big fails too.
Tib. Oh no, man. Yeah. So you guys no good progress. So it is possibly going to start catching up a little bit here. Yeah, it's catching up a little bit. So it's a little closer than it was before. It made good progress. You made bad progress. All right. So Octus, if you'd like to do, I can't think of anything that you could do to distract it. But if you can think of something, you're more than welcome to do something to distract it, or disperse the crowd in some way, or any other thing to aid the rest of the party if you'd like to try something.
Don't worry about us. You just get out of there with the priest first.
Okay, well, you guys know where I'm going, all right?
Sort of.
Okay.
Oh, did you say something?
No, not necessarily. I mean, you're all going like out, but they don't know the specific alleyway you've kind of ducked into yet. But you could certainly flag them if they break free.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do is just make sure I get their attention so they know which way I'm going. At least one of them, anyways. Before I proceed to go.
Yeah. So right now they can't really tell where you're at because they haven't really gotten out of the crowd.
Then I'll wait.
Okay. And then Jace, just for you, you do a willpower test. At plus, how many insanity points do you have right now? So that's plus 10. Yeah, so your first degree of madness, of unsettled.
Ooh.
Yep, you're fine. Nothing happens. No mental disorders. Everything's good.
Avoid PTSD from weak man.
Yeah, it can happen. All right, Severus, Jace. Well, no, not Jace. Tib, and Romulus can try to. Ooh, Romulus did quite good actually.
Well, la-di-da, our little NPC.
Ah.
I have a question. My utility Mechadendrite can do the Blast of Smoke that helps defend against weapon skill, like melee attacks in a 2-meter radius. Could I do that to just kind of conceal from the creature kind of thing and keep running?
Is there a cooldown to that?
Yeah, it's like once every 15 minutes.
Yeah, I think you could certainly use that to partially disperse the crowd as well as conceal yourselves from the creature. It's not necessarily chasing you specifically, but Octus did make a kind of beeline in the generalish direction.
Well, since I'm not doing much of anything, I will be right back, and I won't feel bad about going in.
Poor Jace, he is AFK IG.
So would it do, would it give me a bonus to strength or something?
No, I mean, if it's 15-minute cooldown, I think you should do it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I just do it and I want to keep running, like to help me run.
Yeah, is that a, what kind of action is that?
It's like a half action to do it.
Okay, so yeah, it's gonna, like I said, disperse some of the crowd, make it a lot easier for the group of you to move forward. So yeah, Tib, what would you like to do?
Tibbs, since Octus is with Severus is with us, that disperses the crowd with us, right?
Mm-hmm.
So can I just use a full action to run to Octus?
Well, you don't know where Octus is yet, but you can certainly run at this point pretty much out of the crowd, yeah?
Yeah, I ran out of the crowd.
Okay, so you're leaving Severus and Romulus behind.
Technically, I said Romulus.
Romulus, Octus. I'm like, we need more us's, this is the us team.
Wait, hold on, I thought like Romulus was with Severus helping him get out.
Well, yeah, they kind of opened the way, and then you're just gonna run out through it.
I run out through it. I kind of like stay right by the edge of the outing. I'm using my staff to keep people out of the way.
Okay. Yeah, so Octus, you see Tib carrying Jace break out of the crowd.
Tib, what happened to Jace?
Meat Man looked at him.
Really? Boy. Come on. Just Let's get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna go try and assist him, bring him over. Let's go this way. Where's Severus?
I'm still keeping the way open, backing people up. He's over there. Look at him. They're Romulus and Severus are just making their way through the crowd.
There's a big cloud of smoke behind us as we're like running along.
Damn it, you guys are so slow.
Toodalooting along.
Well,
Only
you
good
see,
time, I
son, you know, when you get to my age, it's improper to just dally about. Just hither and thither, scampering.
The Omnissiah has a time and place for everyone and a place and time for the Omnissiah. Or something. I say something, some weird riddle thing that you don't understand.
Okay.
So,
I'm guessing now we escape.
so Severus and Romulus bring up the rear that's into the hole that Tib is making for them and successfully break free of the crowd as the creature wades its way into about the middle half. And so that you guys kind of have an open alley to run down and almost certainly break free of it as it continues. You hear in the background as you race down the side alley and the side streets out farther into Zykart, you hear the screams of the revelers behind you as they continue to be pulped along with a roar from the creature that is punctuated by a loud bong.
Oh, it's the clock.
As the clock rings
The
out
clock.
into
I like-
the distance.
I like how in good horror film fashion, it's like those you know, the promiscuous youngins that are getting a comeuppance for taking drugs and engaging
Pretty much. You have to wonder, is it drawn by the preacher or is it drawn by you?
It's definitely the preacher. I mean, they're definitely on the beeline for the preacher to begin with. Then it's drawn to us because Jace did a pretty good shot in the chest, which he did not like the movies.
It did
So,
not.
so are we effectively out of combat now?
Yep, you guys are.
We can catch our breaths and
effectively
like
free and can run
regroup.
down the side streets of the hive to your heart's content, and regroup and figure out where you'd like to go next.
Tib says we find lodging real quickly in a closed off room, recoup while.
Let's see,
Jace is, I don't know,
Yeah.
Jace heals.
I just want to make sure that the priest is coming with us.
Yeah, he's with you.
Yeah, we got him. Oh boy, I never seen a beast like that before in my life. What the hell is that?
Preacher, do you have quarters that we may rest at real quickly?
Quarters. No, we use thrones on this planet.
No,
Oh my
by
God.
quarters I mean like
but-
housing.
Yeah. I'm scared of dumbass. Yes, he has. He does have a look. Yes, I have a residence nearby that we've been using, I and my small congregation of followers, as we proselytize the wicked against the wicked and the unjust and the unbelievers here upon the planet.
Thank you, Father. Let us head there real quickly to recuperate. So
In all haste.
So he brings you along through the city. A short distance. It's really not all that far.
While we're going over there, I'm gonna try to talk with our group members of my fellow acolytes and try to sort of like an out of character, try to get us on the same page with what we want to try to do with this priest. Like, I think the reason I wanted to talk to him is I thought because he's like preaching fire and brimstone against the rich revelers and all that kind of debauchery and such, that maybe he has a way of getting us into the clock tower or getting us access somewhere. That I think that was the main reason I wanted to talk to him.
Tib says his value has only increased in value because of the beast that hunted him, and since I am quite disturbed by the meat man that came after him. It's various sorts of heresy I have never seen in my life. never in Karakor was such a monstrosity. I've seen orcs shove their arms back on, but this is a whole new kind of evil. Tib has never seen before. He's quite perturbed.
I've never seen that either, Tib. Priest, did you summon such that evil horror from the warp or something?
Dare you say that? He's the man to preach against such evils.
Well, why is it there at his sermon?
No beast of mine, but it be the fated widower of the Harlock line.
We've heard that before. The
It's as much
fated
as Tib
widower.
wants to argue with
Oh, let me check my notes. I know
Harlock
about
thing.
this. I wrote this down. The widower is the guard dog of the Harlocks, an ancient guard dog of some kind. And the old blood, a specific myth of the widower that has surrounded the city of the House of Chase for millennia. There's something about a myth of this widower. In any case, it looks like the widower probably serves the group that we're against, or either the Pilgrims of Hate or the. Yeah, I think that thing was probably under the command or under the orders of the cult of hate, the followers. What are they called? The Pilgrims of Hate.
Pilgrims of Hate.
Which is where we want to go. We want to get into that tower because that's where we think that Marcus Volpa is, right? Marcus Volpa being the Heron mask guy.
That is
Who got us
correct.
into this mess. He's got
Those
a
are
pay.
a lot of the story beats. Yeah.
Yeah, you got us into this mess, but you're telling me that woman with all those cords sticking out of her body, she's on the side of that beast? Is that what you're saying?
No. She's just merely another player in this convoluted game of regicide that we seem to have caught ourselves in through no account of our own. She's another party. Remember, we just used her to get information
Yeah.
on what we were supposed to do.
You'll recall that she offered you a invitation to Gabriel Chase in exchange for delivering the gift to Papa Grist.
Shit, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
that's
but-
what we were doing
Yeah,
before we saw
exactly.
the creature.
Yeah.
Well,
It's been a little. It's been like 5 minutes, but it's okay. It's okay.
well, the priest value has only increased since the monster singled it out. He may have methods to be able to destroy the beast permanently.
What? Maybe we could get a gauge on the priest, like talking to him. Again, this is all out of character because my character can't talk worth a shit. He's got the social skills of a toaster. So I think like just trying to talk to him and see like where he stands on all this. Does he want to get access to the clock tower and see the house of Chase fall? Because if he does, then our goals align. Then we don't even need the invitation from the spider lady.
I think
Maybe
the
if he can get us
invitation would
in.
be. I think the invitation should be good, but the priest can bring along flagellants to increase our forces.
We don't want him to bring along flatulence, but flagellance, yes.
You're saying you're saying to cancel our mission?
No, I'm saying we should just do both our missions, just so we don't gain a new enemy and possibly eliminate Papa Grist.
Yeah, so he leads you through the back alleys. As you guys are talking, he leads you through the back alleys to again, kind of a rundown area among the poor and destitute in an area known as the Collapse Palaces, which is kind of the area you guys were meandering your way through around the city. It's not nice by any means. It appears to be kind of a place where the denizens of the city who are perhaps menial servants, workers, things like that their contracts didn't necessarily work out. Their employers died. They were brought on ships as pilgrims accidentally or hangers-on and got dropped off. So just again, kind of the rabble of Zykarf live. And there's a few people around. There's a few people dressed in kind of priestly robes or monk attire or things like that appear to be kind of working with him, but he seems to be the main leader. Yeah.
Tib is a little bit squealing a little bit because he hasn't been to a servant for about 6 months. It's been some time since training is rigorous. And it's been...
So, just again out of character, I think if he could help us get into the clock tower, he could be another avenue, just as an idea, just as an option.
I mean, you can
Failing
talk to
that,
him. He's not
What's
gonna
that?
like not. You can talk to him. He's not gonna not talk to you. You did rescue.
Yeah, well, we can ask him,
giant,
right?
Like monster. So.
Excuse me for a moment.
I just wanted to just add, and then failing that, we can see what he says. But the other thing, he might have resources that he could help us, like give us some resources or manpower. Maybe he's got some. Maybe we can get some of his crazy followers to come with us or something. That's what I was thinking. And then we've also got the Black Widow, the Spider Ladies. If we do that thing for her, she'll give us the invitation anyway, so we might not need the priest to get us in. But again, he might have resources.
Okay, Tip's just gonna walk bluntly up to him. Excuse me, Father. My fellow guardsman has fallen under some sort of ill spell of some heresy. He needs the chanting of some good old imperial priesthood to mend his mind.
So he's just a regular rabble-rousing priest. He doesn't have any specific abilities or capabilities to help, but he certainly can provide a place to wait it out. He appears to have stared deep into the mind of that creature, and it's shattered him whole. Lay him down in the back room there. He can rest and hopefully find himself, given the chance.
Tib will keep him company for the meanwhile and make sure his body is not disturbed. Tib just heads off to the back room to keep company with Chase.
It's like, again, it's kind of a ramshackle little multi-story hab that they've taken a precedence in the back room. It's another small 6 by 6 room. It's pretty big, but it's not huge by any measure. There are a couple like bedrolls laid out on the floor in there. It seems to be some kind of communal sleeping space.
As Tib lays him down, I make sure to fluff his pillow and just sits right by him, just watching over him silently, just making sure no one comes in, gets his knife ready.
Yeah,
Brother and knives.
He's kind of just staring at the ceiling. Yeah. Jace, would you be mumbling anything incoherently?
Probably just some shit about Armageddon. I don't know.
Go for it, eh? I mean, it's your Catatonia, you know. I mean,
Go ahead and mumble something about Armageddon.
That. Okay.
well played never
really,
stops.
Yeah, not really like going into like figuring out words because that's hard, especially when thrown on the spot. But it's like
That's fine.
just kind of like responding with like what Tib would be able to guess would be like something of like me giving away enemy locations during and any of a plethora of Armageddon wars. Just talking about numbers and
Distances, directions, like
Yeah.
like cardinal direction or compass, like target 360, 100 meter, that kind of stuff.
As he's rambling on about that, Tip's like holding a knife in right hand, and in his palm as he's doing that cross-leg sit into his hands, eyes, patting Jace's hand. Don't worry, brother. We're gonna slaughter the enemy.
So while those two are prattling along and having a little love-in, Severus is going to turn to the priest and say, we don't have much time. You seem to be a man of the cult of the Emperor, and we appear to have saved you
The
from
Imperial Church, yes.
the Imperial Church. And we appear to have saved you from the clutches of that flesh thing that was coming towards you. The least
I
we could do
still
is,
think we could have taken him.
I believe that your calculations are very much in error,
Through
priest.
the Emperor, all things are possible.
I'm going to say, sir, this man here, and I point to not Tib, but
Tip's not here.
Jace.
yeah.
Jace, and I say he shot that thing with 4 shots dead-eye shots, and it hardly wounded the creature. It seemed to rebuild itself.
Weakness
think-
of faith becomes weakness of purpose.
Okay, so Severus is kind of getting a little frustrated, but he'll pause, and he takes a new tack, and he says, "Very well, call it what you will. This is not the time." I think Severus is thinking now is not the time to debate about the Omnissiah, because he knows this is going to be a bad scene.
We'll just go around in a circle.
We'll go around in a circle. So he'll say,
My god could beat up your god.
"That's right." He's going to say the reason we stopped to listen to your sermon and ultimately help you escape is because you said something about the false prophet, Black Knight, and the face covered by a heron's mask. How do you know such things, and what can you tell us about it?
That foul creature is dripping with something horrible. He crawled out of some dank hole and stole away some of my followers with his honey twisted promises. That heron-masked man.
So you have a score to settle with him. He's taking your followers.
Driven out we were from our previous place of proselytizing, worship, praise of the Emperor, by those who once called us friends. Oh, yes.
What would you do to? How far would you go? Would you be willing to go to enact some form of?
I have been attempting to build up a force to cast down the wicked and do battle with the false prophet. But unfortunately, due to the, as you saw, depth of the revel and the city, it has not been as successful as I would have thought.
Force, you say?
Yes, can you not see us gathered here? And he motions.
I look around.
Yeah, there's like 6 or 7 kind of emaciated, malnourished people.
Oh,
Some bald or balding. They're probably in between the ages of 20 and 40, but they look to be in between the ages of 40 and 60.
oh God.
I mean, a few of them are a little bit more hardy and hale, but they are now covered in bruises and cuts from their previous flight from their place of preaching.
Well, we too have a score to settle with the Heron Masked Man. So perhaps our goals are aligned. We seek to gain entrance, perhaps, to the clock tower and find the ones responsible for bringing us here. The Heron Masked Man, in particular. Is there anything you could do to help us?
We know of where the Heron-masked man worked before. He was operating out of a chapel. Again, the chapel that we had been occupying some weeks ago. We could band together and sally forth out into the darkness to cast it back with the Emperor's light.
Then Tibbs kind of like opens the door and he's coming hearing this. Do you guys got guns?
Guns are secondary to the might of the Emperor's fury.
Tib would like to interject. The lasgun is part of the Emperor's fury. And we do know...
The Emperor thought that we needed lasguns. He would have provided them for us long ago.
Well, opportunity may chance to strike. Severus, remember our package?
Package? What are you talking about?
And Tip holds up the cylinder. He somehow magically has it. Just jingles it a
the
little
delivery,
bit.
the delivery thing.
If it is successful, causes enough chaos, he could liberate from the heretic the weapons needed to strike the Emperor's fury against these bastards.
I'm just gonna I'm gonna turn to the priest and say, yes, my companion, we were on a delivery. We were on a delivery mission of sorts. Things are a bit complicated. Give us a moment, Father. What designation do you go by?
I am Obadiah Salter,
Obadiah. Okay.
faithful servant of the God Emperor of mankind.
Aren't we all? I say, and I do the cog symbol, the cog gesture, and I say, give us a moment to.
He reaches out
converse.
and takes your hands. He grasps your hands and pulls them apart and kind of like helps move them into the sign of the Aquila.
Iago comes over with a little scalpel, kind of looking at him and looking at me, and looking
Use
at
the
his
Lord
hands on
Timothy
my
as a
hands.
thumbs up, like saying,
Don't worry, I can aid you in proper obeisance to the God Emperor.
Severus is just going to turn away before things escalate. Give us a moment to discuss things amongst ourselves.
Very well.
So what do we want to do, guys? Like, we've got a couple options, right? I mean,
It says we deliver the package, take a few those followers with us, and we just wait for it to go off while Jace is recovering, see what happens. If anything happens, gets a bit chaotic, we could probably slip in, take some low-level weaponry, I guessing.
you're talking about at the casino, Papa Grist's.
Yes, because, I mean, Tim thinks this is a great opportunity to procure some weapons for our war band.
Okay, I mean, I think that's a good idea, but I have a feeling that it'll be tough to convince Father Obadiah to send his guys with us to deliver a package. It
We're
might
not,
be.
we're not gonna use them, we're just gonna bring like a few with us to carry the weapons. We're just gonna deliver the package ourselves.
What weapons?
Yeah, I don't know
Wait,
where.
question?
Where are these weapons coming from that you're talking about?
Papa Grist has that whole place. There's also, and it's in the chaos. We can grab some low-level las guns, and it's like a bar, casino. So, if it does cause collateral damage, there are some guns and that are still laying about. Some non-exotic, some regular there, of the varying sorts, along with ammo.
But it's speculation at this point, right? We don't know for sure that Papa Grist would have weapons. We're going on.
Certainly speculation.
I mean, this is like the thing in Rogue Trader where we've got like 4 missions, right? We can pick which ones we want to do, and I don't know if
Pretty
we can do
much,
all of them.
yeah. You've got some options available to you.
Deliver the package. Whatever happens out of that, if we survive, we get an invitations from the Spider Queen, or what, I can't remember her name.
Right.
Yeah, we
Other
can
options.
also make another deal with the Spider Queen and offer us
Spider Bride.
Spider
Spider
Bride.
Bride.
We can ask the priest if he's willing to be informant in exchange for some weapons and to help inform religiously. Because again, the priest is another source of information. Which again, if power is going to be shifting, it'd be good to have a backup to help take down the Heron Man by providing us some
I
weapons.
wouldn't say the priest is like a big mover and shaker. Again, as it stands, the 2 main forks we have here are, he's indicated he believes he knows of a place that the Heron Masked Man is operating out of. It was their previous base of operations, a rundown chapel in the same district you're in. Or you can go and deliver the package from the Spider Bride to Papa Grist. Those are the two
So-
primary forks we have available to us.
I
So we can do both?
understand that I am currently uncommon, but
Sure. But yeah,
Our-
I mean, feel free to.
Papa Grist only hired us to deliver the package to the Spider Bride. We did that. We just didn't do what he requested after the fact.
Well, Severus can go in there and set.
You
and
have
just, like,
you brought a head back, didn't you?
Yeah,
I
Severus can
believe.
bring. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, we're carrying a frickin' head. Like,
Severus can go in there with the head and tube. Says there's complications, and it's true. Jace is catatonic, and Papa Chris probably heard about that nonsense.
Well,
And
you
then-
could wait. I mean, it's 4 hours. Like you can wait it out.
But, like, how long would it take for him to hear about it?
Papa Grist, he was tied into the gun, so it blew up. But now you're still approaching with a head saying you did it. So that's a whole thing to role play out there, right?
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
worried
but-
that it's going to be a bomb, right? And it's going to blow up on us.
Oh no, it is a weapon, 100%. She told us that. It's most
So-
likely an area of effect weapon.
So how about we just walk in there and
She didn't tell us. I don't think she said.
No,
she
but it's a
said-
canister, so
She
it's like,
said
yeah.
it would result in his end, is what she said.
so how about we just walk in there and I'll just walk in there with the head, and I'll say, "Hey, got your head you asked for," and I'll just throw it to him. So if it explodes, maybe it'll explode in his face.
No, it's not the head. You throw the head and the box.
First get the money. If you could just
Right.
say, like, my companions can't join us because we ran into some
Well,
monstrosity on the way over here.
Let's put the bomb in the head.
No. It's a canister. Just say
You
it's a
can't.
loot or something.
It's about
can't
the
do
size
that.
of a hat box. It's pretty big.
Yeah, it's big. Okay, well, hold on a sec. The way everybody's talking, though, it sounds like the priest path is not the way we want to go. It sounds
Well,
like we're all
I'm-
talking about, we're all leaning towards the grist.
Yeah.
I'm down to do the priest pass, but like it's stupid to go through and try to do that without getting them armed. And grist is the best course of action that we currently have available to go about doing such, if we can find weapons.
But
Yeah, I mean,
I would,
if
I
we
would
just
just-
send in Octus just to do it, just gives him, Octus gets the money, he exits, we wait for him to die and so forth.
I would add the priest path actually seems less dangerous, because if it's going up against other cultists and stuff, they're probably a bunch of chuckleheads, and we'll have our own chuckleheads with us, plus us chuckleheads. So it's like 2 groups of chuckleheads versus 1 group of chuckleheads. If we go the Papa Grist route, it's just us chuckleheads against well-armed dude that is expecting trouble. Just saying. I'm not saying we don't do the Papa Grist thing, because we can do that one, but
We can also
As
Might be
always,
tougher.
it's up to you guys. But what would you like to do? Would you like to go visit the church, or would you like to go deliver the package for Papa Grist?
I think the
To
Papa
Papa
Grist. I think Papa Grist is like the fastest thing we could do. It's like an in and out. Then we can just wait a bit for Jace to get out of his catatonic state. Then we can go to church.
no. We don't go to Papa Grist without Jace.
Yeah, no. Jace will be up for whichever one of these options you choose.
We need
Yeah.
the range damage.
Yeah, you're
well,
not
something
gonna
like that.
like just ignore a quarter of your force.
Yeah, and it's gonna turn into you sitting out like a whole other session. Like, fuck
Yeah,
that.
no,
We
no,
gotta-
no. And again, it's only 4 hours. Like you guys could use a rest. You
We
just
could use a rest.
fought through a crowd for like 5 minutes. You're exhausted, so
Clean ourselves up.
a nice little like sit for a second isn't unwarranted.
Stretch
Okay,
out
since
our,
we're sitting
our
for rest,
shorts,
do I
you
get
know,
like a hit point
shake
or
out our
2
shorts.
back since I already went to the doctors or something like that?
Yeah, sure. Get a wound back. If anybody has medicine and would like to make a medicine check, you can get up to a D6. Let's call it a D6.
Okay,
That would be me. You try
you
it.
have
Yeah.
a med kit. Remember that, so you get a bonus to that.
Is that how it works? I don't remember.
Yep.
How much does it give?
It is.
You know?
I would
Top
love
of the
to
dome, I
help.
want to say a plus 20, but
I would love to help, but
yeah, Jace is part of it. He's just resting on his own.
He's having a PTO, a little personal timeout. That's
Yeah.
okay. So who needs help first?
Tib. Tib's missing 6 health points.
Here we go. I succeeded.
Yay!
Yay.
Roll a
Roll a
d6,
D6.
and that's what you get.
Yep.
well, good.
What about
Nope,
Oculus?
It's D6. Oh, okay.
What-
Is
what-
Oculus hurt?
No, I'm fine. I'm not hurt.
Yeah. No, Tib just got hurt from a while back from getting into a big fight.
Okay.
Hit
You
fight.
can roll a d6, man. I'm not. You do it.
Slash. No,
Who
that's
else
not
is
slash,
hurt?
that's-
Is
Yay!
you
That
get
is
3 back?
decent. 13
No,
wounds.
like I said, I really think it was just
What about
just
Jace?
Tib's.
And Jace is at
I'm
full?
perfectly fine on health.
Okay.
His physical condition is fine, you know. The body is healthy, but his mind is shattered.
His hard drive is damaged. shattered. He needs
Hey,
to
once that a
reboot. We need to
brother just
reboot
like
it.
this.
His hard
He
drive
flagged.
is fine. It's just his RAM, currently.
Is your hammer? He's...
RAM. Buffer overflow.
Tim had a friend like this once. Survived a firestorm somehow and came out a ball.
A ball? It sounds
He was
like
in a ball.
Well, isn't that magical? So you guys are all good now. Time has passed. You took
Sounds
a
like you'd be
quick,
a good servant.
probably honestly, if you wanted to take a rest, rests don't matter as much in Dark Heresy, but for general you, I don't think you at this point have slept since the game started. So if you want to take a little rest, we take a rest. Everybody takes
Take a little nap.
good power 8 hours, 12 hours, something like that, and you wake up and it's still in the quasi daylight twilight of Sycarv, because it's kind of a manufactured city.
I'm hurt. I'm actually down 3 wounds. So can I do it on myself?
Yeah, go for it.
Cool. And then we have a little cuddle puddle and go to sleep together and
I don't like
No.
that at all.
Why do you have to word it that way?
I've heard a lot of ways for people to say a pile of people, but a cuddle puddle is fresh out.
Disgusting.
I'm gonna take the box and I go, Severus, since you're all metal and everything, if this box explodes during the night, you won't feel any pain. So how about I just put it right by your bed there?
Tid is in the same bathroom as Jace, but in a separate bed. Tid does not roll that way.
We got a psychopath in our group. A sociopath. Got no feelings.
Yeah. Bartleby just kind of flops down wherever, just just
Cuddle
make it
puddle.
right
Telling you
to
guys,
everywhere.
the one and only chance you're gonna get to.
I'm
Tim just
good.
Yeah, it's,
Response is in the barracks. There's no sexual fraternization of any sort.
It's not sexual at all.
no, it doesn't even have to be sexual. It's just the phrase by itself. Usually, I'm here for everybody just kind of piling on top of each other. It never is a puddle. Never is a puddle.
Come on,
It's
turn on the
just
voice.
not. It's just
Bartleby.
not.
Turn on the
Gonna use
voice
that
and say
term.
cuddle
This
puddle.
is the most efficient use of space for rest purpose time.
Severus would probably look confused. Oh, that's the term that one sailor in the bar told me about, and he was laughing.
God.
He was smirking when he told me.
God.
I didn't understand how you people
Oh
slept.
no.
Tim, you hear a weird locking sound from the door back room Tim's in, but it just sounds like some of the door being barred from the inside.
It's like in any good American bathroom stall where it doesn't quite latch right, so he's just furiously just
And there's a
come on.
It's my little eye looking through. Okay, so we rest.
Glowing eyeball just peering inside. Oh man, that's terrible. Okay, so yeah, it's functionally the next day, but days don't matter because the time is according to the clock, which I control. I don't control. No. It happens on its own. I promise. But yeah, so it's another day in the infinite timescape of problems. So what would you like to do, group?
So why don't we tell the priest we're gonna go deliver we're going to the Papa Grist route, right?
We can't do both. Just again.
You
we
could
try.
You could
try,
do
but
one.
who knows?
Yeah, this one's not going anywhere. I mean, he still would know where the
Heron Man.
where the last
Then
place
we
he knew the
can
Heron
always
Mask.
Yeah, it's more
Does he know-
like
Does he know the name of the Heron Mask Man?
He does not actually.
Ah, shit.
well, the church could lead us something, and we could get some more people to assist us.
So, again, all the connections for the group have been made at this point.
I'll tell him.
So you would know.
I'll tell him. I'll say his name is Marcus Volpa.
Marcus Vulpa, such a blackened soul.
Send out your street urchins and get some intel on them while we go do this other thing and come back.
Okay, I'll get right on that.
Shit. No back talk, no smack talk from the guy. Okay, this is awesome.
Yeah, let's go. Let's deliver that package. Should one of us go inside the bar and deliver it, or should we all go in?
I think we should all go in together,
Yeah,
guys,
we
because
should.
when the shit hits the fan, you're not going to want to be sitting out this combat.
Okay, so you all pick yourselves up, dust yourselves off and make your way back to the Fates Wheel. Move back into the entryway and walk in, and now you're kind of in the main hustle and bustle of this rather large gambling establishment.
I'm like, yeah, I'm at home now. How much money we got there, Tib?
Tib's like,
Not spending money.
you
this
can keep
again,
away
guys.
from Tib's purse pockets, mind you.
Hey, go fight in the ring.
Yeah, we made money last time.
Tib made
Yeah.
money last time.
If you want money, you go fight somebody.
Yeah, well,
Tib is fought out. Plus, whacking civilians is enough for a day.
Well, it's a new day.
We have a wonderful fight with 13 skillion death snakes, if you'd like.
Tib is not going to fight a snake. Tib would like to fight a man, but Tib is not going to do that today.
still sore from that last fight, eh, Tim?
Tib took 4 to 6 shotgun shells to the chest.
Man lost his arm. Let's
And
not.
speaking of shotgun shells, Tim, do you want mine? I'm not gonna use that.
How many shells do you have?
12?
I'll take all those 12.
Well, at least you got some bonus life experience, a life lesson learned, right?
Tib looks at his hand.
Yeah.
This is heresy on my arm. This is not made by Karakor. This is made by some other dude.
It is. That's very poor quality, my friend.
rotates
It's
it?
actually totally common quality. It's completely fine.
His
It's
hands
horrible.
like
That's
rotating as
terrible.
he says this. Tib is not even sure if this is natural, and his hands keeps rotating.
So I'm gonna find a security guy, a big guy that looks like a big gorilla. I'm gonna go up to him.
Yes, how can I help you?
Your voice is very high for one of such stature.
So he kind of like pushes you back.
He's a treble.
And make a strength check.
No, no need for that.
No, he did it. It's okay. It happened.
Oh,
It's okay.
You've fallen for my trap. Let's see. Oh my god. Yeah, so he rolled a 4.
what does that mean?
So Severus, you say that, and he just punches you where your lungs still are, I assume, right? You still have regular fleshy lungs. You'd like
Well, I
to
don't know.
replace them in the near future.
I do have the flesh is weak talent. I've got like 2 ranks in it, so
Yeah, they're specifically replacing your breathing stuff with robot stuff. So if you haven't done that, he punches you right in the diaphragm, and it just knocks all the air straight out of you, and you collapse to the floor,
Tim just-
coughing in fleshy weakness.
Tib just looks there and chuckles a little bit. Good punch. Gives him a thumbs up.
And he says, "Yeah, all right. What else you got to say? Come on, say it now. Say it. What you got to say?"
In Karakor, we do not discriminate based on voice. My mother, in fact, has a lovely singing voice that most people would throw rocks at her whenever she tried to sing. Yet Tib would listen to her whenever he was 3.
He gives Tib a deadpan look and is considering punching Tib.
What? Tib thinks your
from the
voice is
ground.
lovely.
from the ground, I will say we have delivered the package for Papa Grist. We demand that you take us back to him. We have something in return.
Demanding, yeah. All right, what you want to demand to me?
Okay, I'm gonna blast him. Fuck this
No,
guy.
hold on. Tib just stops and like, Tib asked me.
He's the worst. He is the worst. But that's the point, right?
Hold on, let Tib handle this. Tib just stops. He's like,
Am I at
motions,
close range? Do I
motion.
get some kind of bonus for him
No,
being really
no,
close
no,
to me?
no, no.
Yeah, no, you're point blank range.
Tib is stopping him, like motions to stop him, like stop.
Make
Motion
a
to stop.
wrangling
What?
check, or you can do a grapple
You
if
better
you'd
move
like.
fast. You guys were all so eager to like come in here kicking ass.
Yeah, no, you're all good. I'm not
Now
trying
you guys
to
are all
You're
going
the
all
ones that were
soft
trying to
on
come
me.
in here peacefully.
No, go
not-
for it. Hey, Tib,
It's
if
fine.
you'd like to stop, Bartleby, you can do a grapple check.
Nah, but
It's a weapon skill, but I still think 65 is probably not going to do it. So yeah, you attempt to jump on Bartleby and disrupt him, but he's his machine reinforced arms and legs, unlike his breathing bits, shrug off the attack.
Okay. So what are the modifiers for this?
It's your point blank, so that's plus 30.
Can I get an aim bonus as well?
I would say you don't have enough time to make an aim.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot at him, and right before I shoot, I'm gonna say, "Stop wasting our time. We demand to see Papa Grist."
Yeah, it just misses, but I'll give you an opportunity to make an intimidate check.
So what I did is I just shot like aluminum blast. Intimidate? What the hell? Seriously?
Yeah, and let's see, you're shooting him. So it's not necessarily strength. No, it kind of is. It kind of is, unfortunately. How intimidating. Roll a D100. Just do it. I make it up as I go. If it's really high, then sorry. If it's good, then okay. That's no. No, he's used to this. And so he is going to try to just stomp on your back. And he rolled a 15, so that's a good stomp. Which, you know, his booted foot isn't crazy damage.
Yeah, what's his damage?
He rolled almost 6. Primitive to your body. So if you have armor, it counts double, and then your toughness, so it's probably none, but yeah.
Shrug it off. Yeah.
But he does stomp you like back down to the floor, pretty handily. Yeah, all right. What else you got, little Tin Man?
I'll try to shoot him from the ground.
Little light show.
Tib is just
So when I shot, like a big blast went and hit the ceiling, right?
Yeah,
Like
he's
sparks.
completely unfazed by your 98 intimidation roll. He's used to this happening.
Tib is just chuckling as he made that gun. That's pretty funny.
Severus, you got to know how to talk to people in this joint.
Cerberus took damage, right?
I took 6, but I have body armor of
Say
2.
it's six primitive, so body armor counts as double.
So it's 4, and then my toughness of 4.
So no, it was
So-
completely,
damage.
completely so.
So, I would like to draw my las gun and aim at the dude's leg.
Okay. Do you have quick draw?
Yes.
Okay, so quick draw is makes it a free action for ready. So your las gun just kind of appears in your hand like it was always there. So if you want to just shoot him in the leg, you could also, unless you're taking a full action aim.
You guys are just willing to kill him right here. Okay, Tib's just gonna intervene real quickly.
You are at point blank, which is
Yeah, it's
plus
fine. He's just a
30.
minion. This will get us Papa Grist's respect.
I don't think it will. I think it's just more like you shot my doorman and I'm a little bit pissed off. Okay, this is gonna be funny.
I will see.
It depends on the D10 roll, honestly.
Emperor, you're gonna scare the shit out of man.
Alright, roll another D100 and get better than an 80.
Old
You're gonna
eagle
clear
eye.
you're gonna move his legs clean off.
Yeah, you shot it. Was it a las gun or your long las?
Long las.
Okay, so that confirms the Righteous Fury, so go ahead and roll a d10. So that's a 2, and then you got more than 2 degrees, you got 1 extra d10 from the degrees of success. So
plus
7,
3 on top of
19, 20, 21, 22, 22. You shoot him in his leg, and his leg just is off. You know, like 1 second he's stomping on Severus, and he raises his leg up to stomp back down on the tech priest with a furious like crunch on his head, and he just topples over forward as the limb that he was using for that support is no longer attached to his body as the connection is just vaporized right at the thigh. with a bright flash of long las blast. And he goes toppling forward, and blood just flies everywhere, and a fountain as his cut off leg just plumes blood everywhere, and he screams
That's
out.
It's beautiful.
Oh, your mic. You went to make a sound, there was no sound.
Tib,
Oh no, it totally, yeah, well, it was very high pitched, and it was very stupid, so.
Tib kind of bends down, looks at him. He's like, "Is this the bad time for Tib to ask if you could lead us to Papa Grist?"
Oh, he's dead. He's very dead. He immediately went into shock and died. He's gone.
Is anybody in the public or any other people like reacting to this? Like, are they coming to inquire why we killed the security guard?
This was very much episode 4 kind of moment where he's like, I've got the death mark on 12 systems. It happened so fast that everybody's like,
Everybody turns back.
They're just, okay, that was something. I guess they had beef. I don't know.
So I'm gonna turn to the guy that's on the ground, and I'm gonna say to him kind of out loud, but I'm also gonna.
On the ground, you're gonna say to his corpse?
Yeah, he's dead.
He's dead. He's done. Like he's been
fine.
unalived.
Yeah, Tib kind
That's
of
fine.
found that out.
I've got to have a saying, and it's this one.
When the enemy begs for destruction, do not let him go hungry. Helferian Recollections, chapter 571.
And Tib thought the metal man couldn't feel anger.
Yeah, did you refine that voice? It sounds really good.
That's my natural voice. What are you talking about? I didn't push any buttons or use any apps. I'm just
Tib's
using
just
some-
gonna
Jason,
So-
at risk and go, you're welcome.
I'm gonna just pat Jace on the back, say thank you, my friend. I had it all under control, but that is a much more direct and effective route.
Tib is just gonna awkwardly shuffle past the body of the door, look back at Severus, and here I thought you didn't feel anger.
I did not. I'm as fine as can be.
Tib just gives
This
a
man
little,
struck me with self-defense.
as you look at Tib, this gas mask and helmet, he just gives a little tilt of his head, just goes back to the doors and goes through it and open it.
Well,
So
if
as,
anything, Papa Grist knows we're here now. He should send
As
out someone to
the,
greet us, should he not?
as the smoke and blood clear, the gentleman who actually helped Tib out with his bout in the arena, the fixer of sorts, kind of comes up and says, "Well, so seems you're back for more, yes."
Tib puts a hand on his shoulder. Can you lead us to Papa Grist?
Oh my goodness me! What have you come to see the master of the house for?
Oh, we have business. We have come to sort it out as we need to meet him as
Oh,
nothing else.
business, yes, but what sort? What sort of business do you have?
He
If
had
I-
us deliver a box. That box is delivered, and we're coming to collect payment.
Oh, perfect. Just a moment, and I'll be right back. And he ambles off over to the bar and makes a short conversation with one of the bartenders there, who pass him, like a box emitter, and he speaks into it for a few moments and nods a few times, looks over at you guys, nods a few more times, and then hands it back to the bartender, comes back over. It's entirely unexpected, but very happy to hear you have been successful in your venture. Please, this way.
How many unsuccessful ventures have there been before us?
Oh, goodness me. I'm not here all the time, so I'm not certain how many he sent out. But I'm glad you're back.
Your emotion, your body language does not match the emotions that
Roll,
you're wishing to
I
convey.
don't know if it's inside, it's scrutiny. Roll scrutiny if you'd like.
I would just say that anyways, even if I don't.
No, but I like when people roll dice. It's
okay.
kind of my thing.
I'm gonna roll
No,
dice
he
7.
seems to be telling the truth.
Yeah, this is gonna go great.
He appears to be very happy that you have returned. That's as good
Okay,
You can get is his joviality.
Severus would say.
Faction.
Severus would then say, "Your body language does you justice. You seem very pleased to see us and very happy."
Oh,
seems very odd.
absolutely. It's very good that someone has finally managed to do what has been asked of them. But right this way, and he leads you back to the back room and opens the door with a gracious bow, ushers you inside, and there behind the table sits Papa Grist.
So he leaves, right? Our little shepherd.
Yeah, he ushers you
Okay.
through, shuts the very nice wooden double doors, and you are now in Papa Grist's office that I've not made another map for.
And who's there now with us in his office?
The same two gentlemen you saw before, the crazy, definitely not
Oh, there's
Nicolas
that.
Cage person, and the large hulking brute person.
Oh man,
Just prepare the grenade.
can I do some kind of lore? I want to know what the guy on the left, what his whole.
Bonus, you
Shtick
forgot
is.
I have already used my grenade.
He looks
You
like
did?
he's.
Yes,
Medicus or a
when we
staff of
first
some
met up
kind.
at the White Scully.
It's like it's just a staff with like a
Oh,
skull fetish attached to it.
No, it's a syringe. It looks like. If you zoom in, guy on the left.
Well, we're not zooming in too much because that would, then again, a lot of the tokens in this are 10 years
Oh.
old. So let's
Okay.
let's pretend it's a staff. I swear.
Okay.
Because again, that's definitely not Nicolas Cage as a crazed Medicaid in the 40k universe. I promise it's not.
Yeah, it does look like him with hair. Nicolas Cage.
Yeah. These don't
Who
look very
wants-
old.
Okay, who wants? I think like no matter what happens, something's gonna happen here. Who wants to do the talking as we deliver the package?
I'll do the box. Give me the box.
Here you go.
In the head.
Here's the head right on top of the box. It's kind of rolling around. You're gonna have to balance it with one hand, or it'll fall off. Actually, it's in a sack.
But
right?
I gotta talk to you guys first before we proceed.
No, you're inside. It's too late. It's,
It's
too
too
late.
late.
You're inside. Yeah.
Yeah, we're
it
here
started
now.
a fight. You were ushered inside. Here we are.
I guess we should
Preparation
have
is
fine-tuned our plan first, but
The plan is in motion. The
Yeah,
wheels
okay.
turn.
so
We're in the,
The clock
churn, man.
ticks.
I thought this was your specialty, was winging it.
yeah, but I'm trying to figure out how am I gonna explain the box, but okay. I walk up to him with the head and the box, and I say, as you wish. We got the head of your lady here, and luckily you didn't warn us about the explosion, but luckily we weren't near her when it killed her. And I hand him the box with the head on top all at once.
The cylinder.
The cylinder.
What's this here you got? So he says that, and the box, not box,
Hold
but
my breath.
cylinder. Yeah, the
Hold my
cylinder. Just as you're all familiar with at this point, makes a click and a beep and a whirring sound, and then cracks open. And from inside of the box, one of the bases of the spider creatures that you saw in the Spider Bride's lair crawls out, jumps atop his head, and quickly cinches around his neck and saws it off.
Oh,
As this is happening, he unleashes a horrible "Ah!"
Well, all right then.
The money first.
And the spider creature mech then totters happily as this screaming face continues screaming, and it scuttles out, bursts through the door and off into the night with his head. His headless corpse falls to the desk and spews blood, and the two bodyguards standing there stand agape and ready themselves to fight the person that just decapitated their master. So everyone will roll initiative next time, and that is where we are going to stop.
Is it like a,
Don't I get to talk to him first or anything? Any reason for him? They're gonna attack me no matter what.
Yeah, they're going to attack you. You did just saw off their boss's head.
but
so.
do we have
Well-
surprise? Because they're literally just something off. Just a gap.
Are you not surprised by these turn of events?
Yes,
no,
I'm
I think
surprised,
we would have
but
been fully ready for what was about to happen.
that's what he gets messing with us. Want to mess with us, man? That's what you're gonna get.
Oh yeah.
That's what I tell these guys too. Like, you mess with us, that's what's gonna happen to you. I'm telling that to the bodyguards. I'll
Yeah, they're-
intimidate them with my 15 again.
Yeah, they're gonna be attacking next time, but Papa Grist is no more. As the Spider Bride promised, you delivered the package, and it was his end.
Okay. Good,
That
good,
was
good
wild.
end of the session there.
That was surprising. I
So
expected
now
a
that
bomb or
we
gas or
killed
something.
Papa Grist, we're the owners of the gambling hall after we deal with the bodyguards. Right?
Technically,
How that
no.
works?
And that was the acolytes. They settled down on the planet and became
Yep.
owners of an establishment of a
And
gambling
it was
establishment.
all sucked into the warp when they didn't finish the mission.
Yeah, I'm honestly
Wait, what?
thinking
Those
we
are the
just-
stakes?
We
Shit.
can now probably kill the two, loot his inner chamber, hopefully find a gun stash or two.
Yeah.
Hopefully, if you
Fine.
hope in one hand and put decapitated heads in the other, which hand fills up first, right?
We gotta find some mechadendrites lying around.
Maybe it's
Some
hoping to
cybernetics.
find a bolt gun of sorts, maybe, or a flamer.
But yeah, thanks everybody for playing. Another great session. This has been Dark Heresy Tattered Fates, Book 1 of the Harlock Legacy Trilogy. So coming back 2 weeks from now, that puts us at 9-10 o'clock on the New Year's Day. Not sure about New Year's Day. 50-50 on that one. We will we'll probably have to push back one more week. So I'm
You
gonna
might be
say
hanging on that day, right?
yeah, I think we're gonna say probably we'll kick one more week to the 8th because the next Monday is Christmas and then New Year's. So let's call it the 8th of January 1st, 2024, or January 8th, 2024. Excuse me. So if I don't see you before then, Happy New Year's, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, everything to everybody, and stay classy, San Diego. Right.
Okay. Good night, everybody. Bye bye.
January 8th.
Night.
Thanks for watching.